guys? So I had, all my parts out, and I was just like, damn, if you're looking at this, from afar it looks good. Up close, the welds, but still, for being, homegrown, hopefully I did good. I mean, we'll see when the results come. But I know I got, someone trying to, I have a friend on Facebook, and he's been, saying he wants a hot part kit. And, you know what I mean? It's just like, two passenger side manifolds, and then, that's my downpipe, and that's we'll call it an up pipe maybe. And it's going to the turbo, and then the cross, over. So it's, a really simple design. Anyone can do this. The biggest thing really is just time. But I guess, we'll see how this works out. I went and I was just cleaning up some of the flanges from my earlier, welding days. Now I'm, getting a little bit better of it, but, doing good. And then even, like seeing this bad boy. I saw someone did the whole same setup like this, just welding a iconal, tube to it. Like just seeing inside. So I don't know. I hope I get some good results. I don't want to be, do all this and, I'm like limited to 400 horsepower, even though that's not going to be the case. But really, just making sure all of the exhaust flows, it really should, especially with that 44. So once I get full boost to that, then that will just open up and help the engine, breathe more, and then also regulate the boost, being better. So this is where it's at now that I got the drive line all done. I'm waiting for my injectors to be refunded so I can get the 2200 cc's, and then that's gonna be simple as just doing that. So the next course of action that I really need to jump on is going to be this whole wiring. Right now, honestly, when I look at it, I get kind of disturbed just because I got all that craziness. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and try bringing out the whole harness, and then just leave that bitch to the side and take this 350Z harness, open it up, and then just take the sensors that I need for the what's it called, sensors that I need for the Mega Squirt. So once I get those injectors, then I'll be able to get the pigtails and solder those bad boys on, do my fuel rail and everything. I'm gonna end up going, I think it's 4556 is the NGK code. That's what I used on the KA. They're heat range 8 spark plugs. They're just your traditional copper, no special iridium or any of that shit. And I had that on the other motor. It ran fine. I don't feel like paying like $8 to $10 per spark plug. Those range around $2.50. So I ended up getting my other coils for off that car, because what ended up happening on my daily, the Ultima, I had the 4 coils go bad, and those are these ones there. So it's the same pinout and everything. I just swapped them over onto the other one. But now, since I dropped in that other motor in that car, I got those back. And before I do, like mounting up, what I need to do is get those spark plugs. Just drop those in. I'll probably gap them around 20 thou or something. It's probably a little bit overkill, but the only reason why is I just don't feel like going and messing with the damn plugs and trying to think. So I'd rather just gap them smaller, whatever. Maybe I might go 25 thou. Rule of thumb, we used to use BKR7Es for around 400 horsepower. Gap that 28 thou, and you're good. But that was also with the boost the spark little trick that we used to do with the coils that we had when you had a point system distributor. But regardless of the fact, those are my next cases. And then also like that PVC, I want to get a PVC, and this is pretty cool since this has got, you know, an opening there. There's one in the back there open, and then, you know, one here. So I'll just make those all straight through, even though these two, you know, really are straight through. They just breathe one to another. But I will route all those, you know, to a catch can. And I don't have to worry about, you know, making more. A lot of guys, you know, they'll weld on, you know, more, what do you call it, crankcase, valve cover, you know, taps, you know. Well, we can't weld these are plastic, but like on the KA, you know, the guys were going with like 12 AN fittings and, you know, making it just to help alleviate the thing. And I don't know if I might do it as my previous setup, because what I had was the crankcase. Actually, I left that one open, but on the bottom we had a breather separator, which pulled really from the crankcase, and then on the KA it went straight into the 4 individual runners. When we boost them, we block off those 4 ports underneath, and then that other one, you know, you run it to a catch can, and you can run the top. But what I ended up doing was running the bottom to the catch can, leaving the top open, and then from that catch can I did a one-way valve to a vacuum port on there, so at idle it was pulling in crankcase pressure. I did a different setup where I was trying to do it opposite, and I did it pre-turbo, and I had a vacuum port hooked up to that, and I was trying to, you know, like eliminate crankcase pressure when it was under load, because that's generally, you know, what I say happens. But you know, with the boosting, or I guess, you know, with that pre, it didn't really suck too much, and I had better results with that. Plus, since I eliminated the idle air control valve on the KA when I went with the Q45, actually when I went with the excessive intake, I used that with the smaller port, and it actually, you know, helped my what do you call it, my idle, you know, idle stability. I've always wanted to do like a GM stepper motor for idle air control valve. I'll probably, you know, work on that for this, but you know, for the most part, those are my ideas, you know, where I'm trying to go with this. But like I said, take out that wiring. I might even do that now, and then you know, start going from there, because yeah, it's about to be playtime soon. Because then of course I just got to do my water lines. You know, got the 2 heater lines in the back, which I'm gonna leave hooked up. One hooks up to, I believe, this port, and then the other one hooks up. I want to reroute this line here, or maybe not. Maybe I might leave it, but I plan on rerouting this line, because it just goes from here and it comes back here and it goes back there. You know, that's for the oil cooler, the stock oil cooler on these VQs. But there's little things here and there, but you know, as we progress and we go further, we'll figure out what works, what doesn't, and then hopefully, you know, I can have a nice little platform, you know, for other guys who are looking just to swap in stock VQs and, you know, make like hopefully 500 horsepower reliably. You know, it's considered, I would say, a mild setup, because I'm not going into the block. I'm just looking at, you know, fuel, force fed, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully, you know, stock block, and I get some good results. I'm not looking to be the fastest, I'm just looking to have fun. But you know, believe these cars stock inside an S13, I think they run like 12.5 in the quarter, or maybe low 13s. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you know, if that's doing that inside, you know, non-boosted in this car, then that should run. That's like the same thing, you know. I got the 2013 Murano, as you can see out there, and that thing pulls nice with the CVT, you know. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll see what's up. We get some videos out here, guys, and yeah. I'm very excited. So, all right, guys. All right. So I pulled out the stock harness. I guess the main connections that I'm really just not worried, but I just want to read up and see where these go to, because those two run to these over here. I know it's kind of hard to see, no light, but those run to here and that, you know, on the body. So I don't know what they power exactly or what. So I want to double check that. And then this other plug, oh, I believe this is the plug that runs to the dash. So I'll keep this, and you know, so I can get my tack working and whatnot. But you know, everything else, you know, it's ready to go. But yeah, it was fairly simple. I guess what I'm gonna ask you guys out there, if any of you've, you know, done this on the the S13 chassis, what should I watch out for? What should, you know, I be? You know, I want to keep everything stock, you know, in a sense, because I don't want to interfere with this and possibly, you know, like lose headlights or, you know, like some stupid shit. You know, I just want to keep it simple. You know, this ain't no damn show car. This is my bitch. But, you know, I don't want to go all crazy and then next thing you know, I'm chasing my tail trying to figure out why this isn't working or why that's not working, or, you know, whatever the case. That's like the same thing like this, for this fuse box that's here. I need to go and read that and see, you know, there goes well, there goes headlights on there. So, you know, I really don't want to interfere with that. And maybe that's what this harness is, those two pieces are going to. Maybe it's going to that. I don't know. But regardless of that, if you guys can chime in, that'd be cool. So, yeah, I mean, it's already looking cleaner. I want to, what do you call it? Save this guy, so at least I can put that back in the firewall and, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, because I don't ever plan on having AC in here. I mean, anyways, I couldn't, because I have the, what's it called, the hot pipe coming on that side. So, but I still have, you know, the condenser in. You know, I don't know, maybe I might take that out and then run that, but I am still going to keep the heat in case I ever get hot, or when I'm cruising and it's, you know, we got a little cold spell, I at least have some heat. But that's what's up. So alright guys, hit me up. Like